We are hot off the press from the last video. Things got a little bit heated. I apologise. I'm going to be a new man today. However, I will say if I just randomly flip the desk in the middle of the video, it's because of that adrenaline rush from the Fortnite GeoGuessr. Gen 7. Let's get rid of this stupid car advert down there. Arguably my favourite generation, simply because I have the most attachment with the anime, the game. However, there aren't many Pokemon. There is probably I think there's about 70. In fact, I don't even think there's that. In fact, I think the total is 72. But I could be wrong. Don't hold me to it. We're going to rank them. Obviously, make our team. And yeah, let's get straight into it. First of all, I just want to just cut to the chase. He's on the team straight away. These guys are excellent. The greatest start ever made. Chespin, I love it. I love Chespin. Quilladin ain't that bad, although I'm going to put him in good because he goes from this little cute fella to this like weird, like hairy, smelly guy. He just looks like the type of guy, I don't know, you'd find in an internet cafe on the computers. Chestnut, pretty great. Fennekin, like Fennekin. In fact, all the starters are really good here. This is, in my opinion, I say it for Gen 3, this is the strongest starters for me. I don't know why, but I think they're brilliant. I'm just going to pop these guys in... I'm going to pop these guys down in great. I'll have one starter in there. That's it. Bunnelby. I love Bunnelby. He's great. Diggersby. Yeah. Bunnelby's cute. I'm going to keep him in great. Fletchling, one of my favourite bird Pokemon. I say this every time I see a bird Pokemon. I'm just capping. But Fletchling is good. I do like Fletchling. Fletchinder, great. Talonflame, awesome. I'd love to see a Megan the Fox? Megan Fox? I'd like to see a Mega Talonflame in Legend ZA. That'd be great. Scatterbug into Spewpart. Okay, but Vivillon really redeems it. I'm going to put it in excellent. Reason is, for fans who know, I'm going to tuck my chair in a little bit. Fans who know, obviously it's got all the different wing patterns, and I think it's just brilliant. It's all obviously based upon where you are in the world when you're playing the game, and I think that's the same for Pokemon Go. But yeah, I really like it. Litleo into Pyro. I like the forms here. Obviously the male takes on the big mane, and the female, the more slender frame with the big plume. I think it's really cool. Yeah. I like the very obvious difference between the male and female, which I think more Pokemon should have. Obviously in the wild there's tend to be a lot of differences sometimes between the males and the females. With Pokemon it might just be like they have an extra hair on their head or something, like, I don't know. Flabebe, yeah, cool. Floette, cool. Florges, I do like Florges. Strong grass and fairy type, definitely good. Skiddo, Go-Go, yeah, pretty good. Staple grass type. Not much else to say, to be honest. Pancham into Pangoro, I like. There is surprisingly like no panda Pokemon. This was like the first one. I like it. I like what they were doing with it. Furfrou, I like the forms. You can obviously, well, I say it's forms, you can decorate the hair and stuff. But it's not really like a big feature. I tend to forget about it, to be honest. And obviously you're limited with what styles there are. I wish they would have done more styles for it, but you know. Esper into Meowstic. Meowstic's a very good Pokemon. I'm gonna put it up there. It's obviously got the two forms, the male and female. I don't know why they've not included it like they did Pyro, but the male one is the blue one. One's more of a defensive specialist, one's more an attack, and I used it on my team, so hence it's gonna go on my team. Into a Pokemon that I always confused between Gen 5 and Gen 6 is the Honedge line. I really like it. Obviously Aegislash, Final Evolution. I'm going to put in X at the moment. I would probably put it in my team. I didn't use it for X and Y because I chose obviously other Pokemon from other generations, but it's definitely one that I'm considering moving up there. Spritzy, just gonna drop down here. Aromatisse, they're okay. Not my favourite fairy types, but they were obviously just trying to fill the fairy types out because it was new this generation. Swirlix into I always forget the name of this. The Slurpuff. Swirlix into Slurpuff. I kind of like it. I again, a Pokemon you just don't see much. It is quite forgettable, and I wish they would include it a bit more. I must admit. Inkay into Malamar. Again, a very cool psychic Pokemon. Like it. Creepy as well. Very creepy. My god, did they give it a weird story in the anime. Binacle into Barbaracle. I believe it's rock and water type. Pretty cool design, to be honest. I like it. Yeah, not bad at all. Skrelp into Dragouge. An excellently designed Pokemon. Bit of like sea kelp, that's a dragon type. I think Dragouge is one of the best looking Pokemon they've made. There's something about it, it's really creepy, but at the same time it's kind of majestic. I don't know. It's like a long distant cousin of Kingdra, you know, like the Indian Ocean version of Kingdra, you know what I mean? Which is it, the Indian Ocean that has the murkier water, or is it the Atlantic? Whichever one has like more seaweed in. The one, I don't know. I'm pretending like I know my seas. I know like one. I know like one sea. Clawitzer and Clauncher. Yeah, they're cool. Cool water types. Yeah, I mean, I'd prefer Crawdon. But I like that the kind of why did I just go like that? That's fucked. That's just rank. Obviously they've got the big hand. I like how it kind of turns into almost like a head. It's weird. It's a cool design. I like it. Helioptile into Heliolisk. I'm gonna put Helioptile there. Heliolisk is kind of cool. Again, a Pokemon I wish I could see a bit more of. I like that the frill it's got. It's basically like a Dilophosaur. The frill turned into a solar panel, pretty much, to give it energy. Again, another excellent fossil type. Tyrantrum's going into my team. I used him for my playthrough, and in fact, I'd like to put Aurora into my team, just because I chose Y. No, it wasn't because I chose Y, but I just chose Tyrantrum. Both of these would make my team. It just depends which one I play, but I'm just going to choose Tyrantrum today. Sylveon straight into the team. Excellent Pokemon. Halucha, excellent Pokemon again. The Dene. You know what? Surprisingly, one of the only Pikachu clones I can stand. Every single tier list I've just hated on the Pikachu clone. I'm going to let him off today. I like the Dene. Mostly because of the sentimentality from the anime, but that's you know, different conversation. Carbink, I like it. It's obviously related in some way to Diancie. I kind of like that. The whole... how dare you message me? How dare you message me while I'm recording? I'd like to name and shame this person. They will know. They will know, Jimbo Slice. You will know that you've disturbed this recording. Goomy. Ooh, a dragon type that I've used. Used in Legends Arceus. It's obviously not the form here. However, I do like Goomy, Sliggoo into Goodra. Goodra's an awesome Pokemon. They really did cook with the dragon types in this generation. Klefki, just a set of keys, really, isn't he? And I had to go to France to catch him in Pac-Man. I had to go to France to catch him in Pokemon Go. I didn't voluntarily go to France. We were just passing through. Managed to catch one on the way. I wouldn't ever go back to France again to catch a Klefki though. Phantump, awesome ghost type again. Trevenant, excellent ghost type. Even again, Pumpkaboo into Gourgeist, another excellent ghost type. Bergmite into Avalugg. I'd pick Snova into Abomasnow any day. I like what they were doing. He obviously gets a form in Legends Arceus. Yeah, he's cool. I like what they were going with it. It's kind of big iceberg Pokemon. Noibat, just yeah, Noivern. Oh, is he gonna make it though? Is he gonna make it? He's making it. You get him on the team. I love Noivern. I adore him. Very cool dragon type Pokemon. had a absolutely gorgeous artwork in Sword and Shield of him on the building tops, like Batman pretty much. Very forgotten artwork as well, as quite a few people I've shown and didn't even realise it was a real card. Just a brilliant artwork, brilliant Pokemon, one that I've used a few times over the years, definitely. Again, excellent box legendaries. If I'm going to put one, I'm going to put a Veltal slightly higher. I like a Veltal's backstory. A Veltal is kind of like the main one, with Xerneas just being there to balance it out. Xerneas definitely feels more important to the story, if that makes sense. I'm going to drop Zygarde down to great. I'm going to put Ben 10 up to excellent. Ben 10, I say Ben 10, it's obviously Zygarde 100%. It's just an awesome form. Again, has had some brilliant artworks. It obviously features in that card I included in the other episode, the Gen 3 one, the Shaman full art. You see him just snuck down at the bottom corner. But yeah, Zygarde is one Pokemon that I'm putting in excellent, mainly because there is so much about this Pokemon that nobody knows. Like, nobody knows anything. Only thing we've been given was that little bit in Sword and Shield? Sun and Moon. That little quest where you collect the Zygarde cells. And that's it. The anime did this Pokemon justice. The anime was what did it justice and is what makes me like the Pokemon so much. And we've literally got nothing. So Legends ZA, you can understand for Gen 6 fans, is the cream of the crop in terms of games. We are praying that it's good. Praying that it's good, just so we get this complete story. And again, I'm going to drop that form in as well, because I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. Diancie, cool. I like Diancie. Cool, mythical. Didn't include the Mega Evolution here. If I was to put the Mega Evolution, I'd put it in excellent, because it turns into a very cool... basically it becomes like a dress almost. She's wearing like a dress. Similar to how Gardevoir Mega evolves. Hooper. Again, another Pokemon that just like where was it included? Where was it in the story? Gen 6, seriously, the legendaries have so much potential. If it wasn't for the anime, they would be in like okay. They'd all be in okay. Volcanion, I'm going to just quickly get Volcanion out of the way. Excellent movie, excellent full art cards in the XY era. Just he deserves to be an excellent. Hooper, which form do I prefer? I prefer the Unbound. I'm going to pop Hooper in great. You know, I'm just going to put both in there. The legendaries in X and Y are brilliant, simply because there is so much potential with them that hasn't been touched upon. And has only been shown in one form so far. And I would really like to see these guys included in Legends ZA, especially Volcanion, because he was in the steampunk era. And obviously with the Legends games, I mean, there's only been one so far, but I'm guessing the impression is that we're going back into the past when Kalos was just being built, and then into the future maybe with Kalos. I don't know, but the Kalos something program that it was called in the chat, the Kalos... build. I'm not too sure that the project that was shown in the trailer. I'm really hoping is going to show off the era that Volcanion was built, because he's not a modern Pokemon. He was built century again with Magearna as well, which is apparently a Gen 7 Pokemon, even though it should be Gen 6. Magearna was built in that time as well. Just no story. No story. It did, but it got it in the anime, which is so strange. The game's just really missed out on a lot of these Pokemon. I'm happy with that tier list. Happy with my team. That's practically the team I played. I played those four. Did play Trevenant at the end game after I was able to trade in with someone, and I think I played Noivern and Charizard. I switched between, because obviously Mega Charizard was new at the time, so I used Mega Charizard a fair bit, then I'd switch between Noivern and stuff. Even used Goodra a little bit, to be honest, but that was mainly Legends. So, but no, I'm happy with that. There's not a single Pokemon in this generation that isn't my favourite. There's obviously a bit of biasy on this generation, but for me, I just really like this generation. They've got some very standout Pokemon, and Legends that need a bit more attention. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. Next generation 7. there's quite a few Pokemon in that generation, and there's a load of forms as well. So that'll be interesting. Thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.